Wally or one mic. Big pimpin' or song cry. Men lie and women lie, and we in sync like bye-bye. I fishtailed in a Bronco, got 5 rooms in my condo. Punch Chris Paul like I'm Rondo, ain't no bygones, I'm a honcho. Got my main chick in a Sancha, my side chick in a Honda, my boo thing in a Beamer, and she cheeked up like a goddess. I just can't be with no faking. You heard wrong, mistaken. You talk big but act small, like catch on, I'm hating. Yeah, I know these people need me. They 3-piece while I roll 1 deep. Not no wolf, but I'm not no sheep. Heard these hoes like my name Bo Peep. I was Black Mike with the glove on, White Mike with my Uggs on, Black Drake get my thug on, then I'm White Drake getting hugged on. You ain't seen that when I pull up. Peach Sprite in my full cup, shift weight like a fulcrum, ain't no days off like I'm Bueller. What is the meaning of this? Is it a bliss? Is it a diss? Wicked, I'm wicked, I'm wicked, I'm rich. Look at the things that I predict. You couldn't hang out on my cliff. Look at you change out in the GIF. Thought you was gang, thought you could sing, but you were lame, stink as a whiff.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I fuck with the war. I tried to get in, a nigga said no, it is what it is. My record was clean as Dirty Diana, the cup overflowed. I can't get along with these negative hoes unless they inspired to take off their clothes. Back by the time of the pussy exposed, some man get nervous and blow up my phone. Yeah, who is this? I don't know. I don't know.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. It's me, it's Dice. No D-Bird tonight. Nikki is off handling some stuff. She had to finish up getting some items, so I'm here. I'm alive. I made it. It's Wednesday, April 16th, middle of the month. Taxes were due yesterday, I believe. So if you didn't pay them in America, I guess they say God bless you or whatever. I'm back with another signature sport drink. Orange again. What's up, Josh, dude? Welcome to the show. Time to get into some hijinks and shenanigans. Here for a good time. All right. What shall we do today? This is the White Collar Rhymes Somewhat Honest Review Show. Wednesdays, we typically go through and listen to the subscribers. So anybody who subscribes on Twitch, Discord, I think we had a couple of members on YouTube. So we listen to the music, give it a rating 1 through 10. Give it some. That's right. Got the orange drink. Give it a rating 1 through 10. Give it some thoughts, some feedback, some wow, I love it, or oh my God, I hate it, depending on how good the track is. Yeah. So I was just looking at the queue. We don't have too many subs tonight. A little bit light on the queue tonight. So I've got a couple in here from Kenny, one from Noir. So I may just listen to these subs here and then dip into the free queue for tonight. Maybe I'll listen to the people in the chat and then circle back on the other stuff. So if you're in there and you're already submitted, let me know who you are. See Josh dude out there. But normally we listen to the free stuff on Sundays, but Q is super light today, so hell, I might listen to everything. We'll see how far we get. We'll see how good the night is, I should say. Play 3 Josh tracks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Ray. Let's calm down. It's too early to make such long-term commitments to this new relationship that we have with Josh. However, anything's possible. Maybe we love Josh so much that it becomes Josh night. We'll see. Okay. All right. Ray's starting the action already. Shout out to Ray Stans. That's the 100th sub that he's gifted. Fuck it. Let's go. All right. So, Josh, if you're in the Discord, what you can do is, if you haven't already, there's a way to link your Discord to your Twitch account, and then it should open up access to this subscriber feedback queue. I believe. Hold on, I think this. I need to make this a lot more simpler. But if not, there's some instructions. All you got to do is go into your profile settings, say, yes, I am this Twitch user and I'm this Discord user. It'll link it, and then it'll pop up and say you have access to subscriber feedback queue. But in the meantime, I'm going to play one from Kenny Made a Banger to start off the show. Haven't heard from Kenny in a while, so I imagine he's probably been cooking up some beats and stuff. Shout out to Kenny, our community rated 2024 producer of the year. He's got to come back with it to get that crown again. So let's take a listen to what Kenny's been up to, and then we'll kick things off with Josh maybe. Here's a Flow Rider type beat. This is all right, Kenny. Let's see what you got. Let's go. All right. Shout out to Kenny Made a Banger. That was a Flow Rider type beat. Can't say that I've heard a lot of those. Can't also say that I've searched for a lot of those. Yeah, I mean, Kenny's consistent. He's always got a solid set of drums in his beats. Good sound selection. Nice melody. I can dig it, you know. Definitely not really a rapper beat, but certainly I could hear some pop songs on this. I think he did his thing well. What's up, G baby? I think Kenny did his thing on here that he needed to do. I think the layout is good. I think the mix is solid. I'm not mad at this. I think this is a solid beat. You know, can see Ray say he doesn't care for it much, and that's understandable. I don't think every beat is for everybody, but I think everybody can agree on what's a good beat versus what's not a good beat. I think this is a good beat. I give this to 8.5. I'd really love to hear somebody actually do something with this. Who that would be, I don't know. Maybe we can find one of the singing gentlemen. Maybe like Nick Bonin can do something. Maybe AB Duel, newcomer to the server. Definitely needs a good singer on it, but I like it a lot. I agree with Ray. I wouldn't do anything with it, but I do like it. I would like to hear a song on it at some point. Maybe we can make that happen. We'll see. All right. There he is. American Josh Dude. G Baby, welcome American Josh Dude to the community. Josh joined into the chat as soon as we went live. Said, hey, you knuckleheads, play my shit. Ray said, you know what? This guy's got gumption. He's got that it factor. Gave him a sub. So Josh is now a subbed member of the community, and he's got a song here called Amen. What up, Kenny? Where you been at? All right, let's take a listen. Amen. Do you go by Emerson South or Josh Dude? Which one should we call you? Let us know.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
I got to figure out a way to... Whatever, that's another story. Hear that, Kenny?
Living or dying, breathing or crying, amen. You will like the flower, tears out of sour candy.
What all did you do on this, Josh?
The future you find, you run like the Rhine, pretend that you're above all the flies, you never die. Amen. You did not bear the cross, you did not share the loss, you win. The most sacred prize, end of our lives, amen. You get on your knees, but nobody sees it's the end. It's the end. But you're above all the flies, you'll never die. Amen.
Okay.
You're living or dying, breathing or crying, amen.
What up, Britt?
You will like the flower, tears on a sour candy. Yeah. You get on your knees, but nobody sees it's the end. It's the end. You're above all the flies, you'll never die. No, 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 you'll never die.
Okay.
No, you'll never die. Amen.
Right, that was Amen by Josh. Funny story when you say this is like your cowboy song. I grew up in Florida and then I moved to Texas when I turned 18. And as a young rapscallion, everything that you see in movies and television, Texas is like this desert. You got the little, what do you call those things? The little pieces of grass that roll by. You're thinking saloons and shit everywhere. I come out here, it's just grass and hills everywhere, trees and shit. And I'm like, where's the desert at? Where are the saloons, the cowboys, tumbleweeds? That's right. There's no tumbleweeds. I haven't even seen a fucking tumbleweed in my life, in real life. I think the only tumbleweed that I saw was when I went to Amarillo. But even there, like way out in the middle of nowhere, it's like just grass and hills and stuff. Texas is not a desert. Nevada's a desert. But anyway, Josh, amen. I like this song a lot. I think good job on all your instrumentation. I guess we should call you Everyman Josh because you do a lot of the different components on here. Hired the drummer, hired the keyboardist. I think everything meshed well together. The one thing that I would say probably from my ears, just from a listening aspect, is it didn't sound like there was a lot going on with the vocal mix. I mean, you could hear it when the instruments dropped out towards the end and you had some different chops in your instruments, a little bit of reverb there. But I would say that there could be like some layers or additional stuff to kind of make it pop. I do like the raw feeling of it though. I do like the raw sound of your vocals, and you definitely got the chops to hold your notes and hold that emotion. So I'm not knocking the performance at all. Just maybe there's some like mix elements or some slight bit of layering that you can do here and there to kind of make it pop a little bit more and give it a little bit more body as the guitars and everything are playing alongside it. But I definitely like the context that you give it as far as the cowboy theme and everything. And I do think it's a good song. We definitely don't get a lot of these. I mean, once in a while. I mean, this is mostly hip hop and producers, but we do have a few rockers. We got some pop people on here, so every now and then we get a good song like this. But I would say it'd be nice to get some more like this, especially quality like this. I like this a lot. I give it an 8.5. I think it's just like a few little tweaks in there that'll really make it shine, but I think it's a dope track regardless. Good start to the show. And yeah, shout out to Ray going all in on Josh. Yeah, if you got some hip hop, man, we'll listen. Shit, it's a light night. I'm not bugging. Normally we do one track per person and we go through, one at a time and listen to everybody. Usually we have like between 30 and 50 songs. I guess I don't know what's going on. People on spring break or whatever. It's really light tonight. So I am not bugging at all. I'll listen to one from everybody and then I'll circle back and see what's left before I close down the queue. But yeah, shout out to Britt. Shout out to G Baby. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Ray. Whoever else is out there. If I haven't spoken to you, tip my sport drink to you. How many tracks? I think I counted. Well, there was 2 from Kenny, 1 from Noir in the subscriber queue. I think there's like 4 in the free queue, so I'm gonna dip into the free queue in a moment. Oh wait, there's Dog Tags. Dog Tags has dropped something off. Okay, we got a couple more. All right, let me listen to this one from Noir. JID Kendrick Lamar type beat. Black Beautiful Sorrow. All right. Yo. Shout out. Thank you for the sub. Uh-oh. We have now hit 100 subs. Shout out to us. Gang. Shout out to Kenny. All right. Here's Noir. Then after that, we got a gifted sub from Kenny. And then we got Dog Tags. And we got another one from Josh. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. What up, the Don? What up, Loose? like this. Noir, noir, noir.
Je le savais. Je le savais très bien.
I think I got it now. All right. Yeah. Join the so if you join the Discord, there is a free feedback queue. Normally on Wednesdays, we've been doing subscribers. So you can drop it in the free feedback queue. I don't have a lot of subscribers tonight, so I'm gonna dip over there and listen to some free stuff. But if you are a subscriber, what Dog Tags just dropped in there is correct. Just link your Twitch to your Discord account, and then it should pop up with a message that says you now have access to the subscriber feedback queue. And if you drop a song in there, I will listen to it. Going one at a time, I'll put a green check mark next to the stuff that I'm listening to, just going top to bottom. Anybody who tips or gifts the sub, they'll get played next, but we're just working our way through it. Noir, runner-up, producer of the year last year. Also super dope producer, super consistent. I like this one a lot. Noir usually has like a little bit more abstract approach to his beat. I would say like Kenny's definitely got a lockdown on the pure hip-hop, pure pop, pure blend of that kind of sound, and Noir has a pretty good lockdown on the abstract hip-hop stuff. So I like this a lot. This would be something that I would probably gravitate to and try to figure out how to do something with, or I'd probably just say, you know what, this is too funky for me and leave it alone. But either way, it's still dope. I didn't think the percussion was a little bit heavy, I wouldn't say. Maybe it just stands out more because there's no vocals on it, and it's one of those open-ended beats where vocally you have to do a lot with it or have a very strong presence to kind of like be commanding on top of this. But I didn't think it was too heavy. Maybe hearing some vocals alongside it, I guess it would depend on the mix. You know, you don't want to fight vocally against the beat. Hopefully those things can blend well. But I like this a lot. I give this an 8.5 also. Dope shit. All right. Gifted sub from Kenny. Got another one. This is called Fugazi. Version 4. Come on, Kenny. You don't go up to 4 versions, man. Usually it's just like two or 3 at most. What's happening? In the trenches for real. All right. Here's Fugazi. Yeah, Angel. Okay, Kenny, now I see why that's on version 4. That's out there. It's different. What did you go into your pop bag tonight and decide I'm going to switch up the game on the show? Angel, yes. If you linked your Discord and your Twitch account, you can certainly drop in the sub queue. It is still open. Haven't closed anything down yet. I like this, Kenny. man, you got some different styles on this. I like that. I like that change up in the middle. I like this section here. That was super funky. Definitely like something like Bruno Mars-esque. Like this definitely has to be like one of those really like impactful tracks. Like something's got to be loud and obnoxious and catchy. Damn, I like this a lot though. I would give this one hold on, let me see what happens. Yeah, I'll give this one a 9. I definitely like this a lot, and I agree with Dog Tags. I don't know who I would hear on this, but I know it would have to be somebody like who's definitely got a lot of charisma and brings out that energy and how they say things and pronounce things and inflections and all that stuff. It's definitely a beat that you got to keep up with and you can't fall behind. But it's also a beat that if you do something with it and you're like solid enough, the beat can carry you through it because it's got a lot of direction to it. It's not one of those things where it feels like a loop or, you know, it has noticeable divided sections. Like the beat will carry you through the track and you just kind of got to go with the vibe here. I like it a lot, Kenny. That's different. Whatever bag, whatever trenches you have been in, All Savant. I don't know. I've only heard like 3 full All Savant songs. I don't know. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not saying yeah. But yeah, Kenny, I don't know what trenches you've been in. The pop trenches, the weekend trenches, the Bruno Mars trenches, but stay there. Do your thing, man. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, who's next? Got Kenny done. Dog Tags. How am I pronouncing this? Highs? His gaze? His gaze. Dog Tags. A little repetitive. That's okay. The white girl trenches. Hey, man. Some people like vanilla shakes. Okay. Young Dog Tag. I like this. How do you end it though? That's the question. All right, that was Dog Tags with His Gaze. Dog Tags, the resident, usually drumless, sample chopping fiend. I like this. I like what you did with this. I like the smoothness of it. Good chops, good sample choice. I like that you have drums on it this time. Although I'm getting used to your approach to things. I'm not saying that I agree with no drums is a good thing. I'm saying that there's a time and a place for it, and that's okay. But I like this a lot. I like the melody. I like everything about it. I would say maybe like I wanted some hi-hats or something. I feel like there was like a missing element somewhere, some sort of sound that was missing out of it. but at the same time, I think it works. And again, it's one of those things where if you listen to it without vocals, you'd start nitpicking, but maybe with vocals, that becomes less of a critique. But just on the first listen, I would say, man, I wish there was some like hi-hats or something, some other like underlying sound to kind of round out the composition. But I like where it's at. I give this an 8. It's a solid 8. All right. Got another one from Josh. He said this one was hip hop. Let me see what we got here. Britt. We got a gift. We got a tip from Noir. Okay. All right. We got some people in here. Hey, there's Hanafuda. DV. Welcome back, DV, with the Hanafuda. All right. So Josh, hang out for just a second. I got a tip from Noir that I'm going to play, and then we'll just go in order of things in the queue here. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Noir. You and Kenny, you're back at it, huh? This whole back and forth thing. Normally you guys come in here and it's like battle of the producers. Calm down. All right. Here's Noir. Fuck you talking about?
Big ideas don't come easy.
Let me just let this one play. You grab my sport drink. Let this one rock. Yeah. All right, that was Noir. Fuck you talking about? Ah, man, that was good. I think I saw it in the chat, but yeah, sometimes simplicity is key in just like driving the point home. This is one of those beats where like you get like a Scarface or Killer Mike, somebody good at storytelling raps on top of it, and they just match that tone of the beat and really just kind of like go in on the topic. Everything would just blend together perfectly. I like this. Yeah, I'll give this I don't know, Ray, 10. I've been giving out a lot of 10s lately. I need to dial it back. I said last show, I've gotten out of control. Too many fucking 10s. It's not my thing. I'll give it a 10 though. I like this. I like that. Yeah, Kenny, I think I've given out a 10, at least two or three 10s in the last month. I'll give this a 10. The reason I give it a 10 though is because mix wise, there's nothing that I would change about it. I think the sound selection and the sound design is on point. And, you know, the arrangement is on point as well. You know, it's concise. It's a 2-minute beat. But at the same time, if you get the right track on top of it, it's one of those things where it's short enough that you enjoy it, but it'll feel long and you'll end up just like playing it back. So I'll give this a 10. It's a 10 as a beat. Now, whatever song ends up happening on top of it, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, shout out Noir. Shout out all the new subs out here. I probably need to close the queue down soon because you guys keep adding shit. All right, let me listen to a few more before I make that decision, though. Here is Josh with Funky.
Wix, one
Oh my
platform.
God. I need to figure out what happened to the subscription on YouTube.
Any website. Unlimited
figure that out.
creation.
Give me like
Sitting next to what I want, but I can't move. Sun is coming from all around, but I can't groove. I get up out of my seat, but I know she'd take it. Please someone lay a clip to my heart before she takes it and adds to the collection that I know she has. Holding tightly when head on the man's. Whereas I'm not trying to be another man on the phone. I'm just trying to get her alone. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Girl, it's just you and me. It would be ecstasy, yeah. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. All the things you can do to me. Cause you dance so funky, yeah, yeah. Now it's the second verse and my craving's getting worse. Cause I still don't know her name. Say what? Her body's on fire, my temper's getting higher. Cause her moves are anything but tame. I said, oh no, she turned it around, good God. She dropped it to the ground, I said, oh no, she turned it around, good God, baby girl. Drop it to the ground, I said, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Girl, just you and me. It would be ecstasy, yeah. All the things you can do to me. Cause you dance so funky, yeah, yeah. Drop it.
I like that. Mouth kisses.
Next to what I want, but I can't move. Sun is coming from all around, but I can't groove. I get up out of my seat, but I know she'd take it. Please someone lay claim to my heart before she takes it and adds to collection that I know she has. Holding tightly when head on the man's. Whereas I'm not trying to be another man on the phone. I'm just trying to get her alone. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Girl, just you and me. It would be ecstasy.
What up, Jay?
Yeah. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. All the things you can do to me. Cause you dance so funky, yeah, yeah.
Nice little to end it. All right, that was Josh with Funky. I was trying to think what was the band that this reminds me of, and I can visualize it. The name isn't quite coming to me, but it definitely reminds me of some like early 2000s, blend of alternative hip hop. Sugar Ray. It's not quite Sugar Ray, but it reminds like the way that the vocals sit on top of it. It reminds me of like a Sugar Ray song. I like this. It's different and it's funky and it's entertaining. And I like that you have your own kind of unique lane that you're in, where you kind of do the cowboy song. You can do something funky like this, but it all feels like you, like Josh, I should say. The only thing that I would nitpick on this is the vocals. They sound like they're recorded it. They sound like they're recorded in a nice quiet space, and they don't have any like air to them. There's no like width to the vocals, I would say. And I feel like on a track like this, you could like thin it out a little bit by removing some low end from the EQ so that it kind of just like rests a little bit into the beat a little bit more. But that's just maybe it'll help, maybe it won't type suggestion. I don't know. You'd have to play with the mix, but I feel like the vocals, they feel like super quiet room. Like they're just sitting there on top of the beat and they don't really blend in with the beat. So something in the mix that would kind of help it reside nicely into that groove and, let people enjoy the vocals and the instrumentation, but it's still a funky track. I give this one, no pun intended. I give this one an 8. It's different. Maybe not my pure lane, but I still like it. Robert, you suggest a song by joining our Discord. And when you join the Discord, you will see a channel called Free Feedback Queue. You can post your song in there. I've told folks tonight, normally we just do subscribers on Wednesdays, but I think I'm going to just kind of listen to the rest of the subscribers here and do some of the stuff in the free queue. I don't know, as long as people stop posting stuff. We'll see. Let's see, how many more do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do some stuff in the free queue. I'm not going to skip your beat, Britt. Calm down. I'm just looking, just taking a look. All right, next up, The Don made it. Started last week. You started making music last week, or you just started on this last week? Or other? All right, yeah. The Don, Dead Tone Don, started making music last week, except beats. Okay. All right. Let's take a listen. I'm not mad at that. We got people from all like levels in our Discord, so no shame in that.
I never hurt anybody. You give somebody else to do it for me.
I don't talk, I just aim and dump. Let it bang till it click, then reload the trunk. Seen bro get shot, he was crying like a punk. Now we laugh at his grave while we rolling up the skunk. Grew cold where the angels die, where the love get lost and the hate multiplies. Every drill like a lullaby, putting up to sleep, no alibi. I slide with a switch, no safety glitch. Op boy froze when I up that stick. Tried to run, but he ain't too quick. Now his whole block posting RIP pics. Mask on, feel like Jason at night. He screamed loud when he seen that light. Bullets dance like a Friday fight. Left his dome cracked, open like a Sprite. City of war, I was built for the pressure raised by the dark. No love, just vendettas. If it's beef, I don't care about the weather. Rain, snow, heat, we apply that stretcher. Last thing he heard was a sliding spark. Now his name just fade in the night and the dark. I'm heartless, raised with the killers and sharks. This rage ain't rap, it's a warhead charge.
Right, that was Dead Tone Don, Tommy Comante Part 2. Hey, if you join the Discord, go ahead and post it in the free feedback queue. Once you hit the donation button for the skip and I see the notification, I will jump over there and grab it. So no worries about that. The subscriber channel is for people who are subscribed on Twitch or the Discord directly and YouTube. But if you drop it in the free queue and you tip, we'll go over there and grab it. All right. The Don just started last week. I love it. Welcome to your journey. Here's my advice for you. So in your delivery, it sounds like super timid, super reserved, and that comes with time. You know, the more you record, the more relaxed you'll get, the more you'll start experimenting and trying out things. Don't worry about it. What you got to do is kind of just like imagine you're having a conversation, and I say this a lot. So if people have heard this on the show, I'm just, you know, a broken record. But at the same time, I think it's helpful to kind of like remember these things, because I even tell myself that. But imagine you're having a conversation with somebody and they're like 3 feet in front of you. And maybe you are reading your lyrics, but you want to pronounce things and you want to read things in a way that it sounds conversational. Like you want to have a conversation with somebody, not necessarily, you know, feel like, okay, I got to read this and I got to get everything perfect, because the way that you're delivering your lyrics, it sounds super robotic, super like locked in, and you're probably focused on getting all the words right, making sure you don't skip something, making sure you get the timing right. So you're probably like super locked in on it and you're not relaxing. So you got to just build up your confidence to where you can kind of relax. Maybe as you're reading, because this is one thing that we say to people all the time as well, is like, you got to make adjustments on the fly. Maybe you have too many words in the line. Maybe you don't have enough words in the line. But as you're reading your lyrics, if you're reading them or if you memorize them, whatever you do, or maybe you freestyle them, people have different recording methods. But like, make those adjustments. Like, maybe I need an extra word in this line. Maybe I need to take a word out of that. Make those adjustments on the fly and just being, super relaxed about it. But I'd say that comes with time. Also, I would say that like the beat choice here probably doesn't lend itself to like boosting up anything new here. It's just kind of a loop in the background, not a lot going on. So that forces you to be more entertaining. And if you're starting out on your journey and it's not an entertaining beat, then you got to play, superstar at that point. So I would say find more dynamic beats. Don't get something like too powerful where you're like just getting washed away by the beat, but find a beat that has more going on with it. And then that beat will kind of guide you into what you need to do rather than you trying to just figure it all out. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it. The only last thing I would say is, as far as line choice and sentence structure, I would say some of the lines just kind of like jump from one thing to another. Maybe that goes away with better delivery, but like be aware of like how quickly you shift from one topic to another, or one focus to the another from line to line. That was the only other thing that stood out to me. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I give it a 5. It's a work in progress, and you're a work in progress. So do your thing, man. What is this, Britt? All right, what's going on in the chat? Oh my God. Britt, you got it under control, right? You got the, okay, whatever. I'm trusting that the community members have it under control. I did get another tip from Noir. So I'm guessing. Noir, you got something else that you wanted to play? I don't see anything else. If not, I will continue on my way. I will continue on this journey that we have here. I know Noir is going to be there, so I'm going to play this 11 seconds from Brit. This is just the beginning of a beat I have done, not finished. Let you know about the melody. Is it too much? You actually learning? Oh my God, Brit, so much. Okay. All right, I'm proud of this. I think I did okay. First piece of advice for you, Britt. Your naming is on point. All right, Britt, let me play this one more time. I like it. So there's two different things I could say about this. Either you can slow the tempo down, because I've noticed everything that you've made has been super high tempo stuff. I could hear this slowed down maybe like 20% and still resonating with me. Or what you need to do is, as this beat continues on, you need to change up the melody just ever so slightly to have like a closing counter melody to it. So like this is good as an opening melody, and then the last section should be like a closing counter melody. And then you can use those to kind of have a little bit more variety in how you do the arrangement later on with the beat. But I don't think this is bad. I think this is actually much better than the other stuff that you've done. I will say that for sure. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5. Let me listen one more time. The hi-hats are a little loud. I think the drums are fine. The snare or the clap, what is that? The snare is a little bit low. So your snare is down here, your hi-hats are up here. You need to kind of do one of these adjustments. So I didn't give all of yours. Okay, if I gave your other ones a 6.5, then this is a 7. there's progress here. Like I would say your choice of melody is a whole lot better than everything else that you've done. This is the best melody that you've done. I probably can't go higher on this because you didn't finish it. There's only 11 seconds. So I'm just really rating the melody. If I have to just rate the melody, it's a 6.5 melody. You can make it like an 8 or a 9 beat by making a beat. So I'm sticking with my 6.5. Try to bully me into some points. The hell? What kind of show is going on here? All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, get some more stuff. All right. I'll listen to one more song before I close down the sub queue and the free queue. And then if you're here, I'll listen. If you're not here, we'll save it for Wednesday. So if you see I'm scrolling to your track, please let me know or let somebody in the chat know that you're here. I'm going to finish out the subscriber feedback channel and then jump over to the free feedback channel. So if you're out there, hang on. We'll get to you. If you're not out there, we'll listen Sunday. Also, something to think about. Talking to the crew earlier about just re-airing episodes the following day. Sure, you can get it a video demand, but what if we just like schedule this to run? I don't know. Food for thought. Anyway, DV with the Hanafuda. Let me find this. Who is Black Timber? I want to know. Give me deets. We haven't heard from you in a while. I'm curious what you've been up to. All right, here we go. Here's Gullible Me, Black Timber, and DV when the Hanafuda. All right, Robert, we'll get to you.
Gallop me. You don't cause so much trouble for me. Should've left you while you was in the streets. Yeah. Should've known you wasn't fucking with me. Yeah. But I guess it's gallop me. Yeah. You don't cause so much trouble for me. Yeah. Should've left you while you was in the streets. Yeah. Should've known you wasn't fucking with me. Yeah. Oh, keep it 100. You always did what you wanted. In my opinion, was nothing. Not even up for discussion. Keep it 100. Was fucking with you when they wasn't. You cool with them all of a sudden. Okay, is that how we coming? It ain't never been easy to reach you. After 11, I can't even reach you. You run the street with a couple of people. I swear I heard that from a couple of people. Shit ain't that deep that we can't go from couple to back to being just a couple of people. But it's gullible me. I guess you really got one over me.
Gullible me. I guess you really got one over me. I was taught that a straight cat still a wildcat. Leave that shit in the streets, but a hard head make a soft ass. And I found out you was Calipari. Only fuck with niggas for a season. That I see you next summer. Blood in the leaves and no wonder there's a knife in my bag. Now it's over, girl, but my heart's like not running back. You was there when I was down on my ass, and I'm the one that sent you fine first class. Was gonna build a castle for you, something like Batola Palace. Take you places you ain't never seen and they ain't never heard of. Now I'm out in Dallas cause it's for this worthless.
Gallop with me. You don't cause so much trouble for me. Should've left you where you was in the streets. Yeah. Should've known you wasn't fucking with me. Yeah. But I guess it's gallop with me. Yeah. You don't cause so much trouble for me. Yeah. Should've left you where you was in the streets. Yeah. Should've known you wasn't fucking with me. Yeah.
Should've left you in the streets, that's where a bum bitch supposed to be. Now you down bad, crawling on your knees, talking about can I take you back, please? Yeah, she for the streets now, don't go fucking with me now, cause you can stand on your feet now.
That was dope. DB with the Hanafuda and Black Timber. But hold on for just like one moment, DV. Who just sent in the Cash App? Who just sent in the big ass Cash App? Who is the big tipper? Shout out to you. Let me know so I can properly give thanks to you, the person. While I wait for that, I like the song a lot. I like the singing. DV, that was you, bro. I just want y'all to know, DV with the 100-footer, big tipper, big spender, $100 tip. DV, the show is yours tonight. I'll just like fuck off and you can call in here. You can host a show. It's you, DV. This is a great track. I like the singing a lot. I like both of you together. This really works for me. Hold on. I want to hear one part again.
Fuck with niggas for a season, that I see you next summer. Blood in the leaves and no wonder it's a knife in my back. Now it's over, girl, but my heart's like not running back. You was there when I was down on my ass, and I'm the one that sent you fine first class. Was gonna build a castle for you, something like Patola Palace. Take you places you ain't never seen and they ain't never heard of. Now I'm out in Dallas cause it's for this worthless.
The only thing that I would add to this, not take away, not really change, is I would add a little bit more ear candy to the vocals. Like, I think you did your thing. Like, I like your presence. I like the energy. I like the singing. I like the back and forth of the singing. I feel like there needs to be some sort of ear candy, maybe some stutters, maybe some like delays. Like, man, I want this to really pop in the ears. And I think it's just missing that slight little element of it. But it's a catchy tune. The singing is on point, like, and it's approachable. Like, I'm pretty sure people could listen to this and resonate with this. This is like the makings of a good song that we always say, like, can people digest it, or do I have to sit here and really process it? Some people definitely like to process their music, but not everybody wants to sit there and like process it. And I think this is one of those things where you listen to it and you're like, okay, I get it. And then you kind of like dive into everything. Yeah. Sorry to hear that your mom passed away, but man, glad to hear that you're back. Good to hear from you again. Definitely a dope track to make a statement and get back into the swing of things. I'm excited for you to, continue your journey, and hopefully everything's all settled down on your end where you can focus and lock in on some music. I feel like this year is going to be a good year for music, especially with WCR. I feel like we've been getting a lot of good music out of the community. I would give this a 9. I feel like with ear candy, it would really encroach on the 10 range, but I would give this a 9. I would listen to this again. Matter of fact, I need to make sure I remember. Let me make sure I mark this as something to revisit when we do Song of the Year at the end of the year. I feel like that was a good thing for the community. All right, and then you got another one. What have you done for me lately? All right, since he's $100 tipper, we are definitely absolutely going to play his shit back to back. And then I'm going to close down the queue. Who was that to just subscribe? Thank you, Real Swag Lean, for the gifted sub. Appreciate you. Flyboy Layton, thank you for the follow. Mara Hamdi, thank you for the follow. Shout out to y'all. I thought it was going to be a slow night. I guess I was wrong. All right. All right, here is DV with the 100-footer. What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me? Oh! What have you done for me? What have you done for me? What have you done for me? So sick and tired of these critics, they looking at me. Fuck you and everything that you been through. Could give a fuck what you feeling, nigga. We ain't ducking smoke. Only time we duck is what I
Mm.
What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done for me?
Hey,
Gang, 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 gang.
DV with the 100-footer. That is What Have You Done For Me. That is spot on, Ray. It definitely has the Meek Mill flow energy without feeling like some annoying guy is screaming at you. I like Meek Mill, but sometimes it feels like one of those dudes who just talks loud and he's just yelling all the time. Like, man, you need to calm down. But I like the energy on this. Like, I like the power, the confidence in the vocals, and I like that you knew where to take it with the beat that you had, and you kept that energy, you kept that level all the way through. I like it a lot, man. Yeah, less shrill. That's definitely the aspect that Meek Mill has in his voice. Is it's just shrill, and it's like, dude, calm down. You're like 2 feet away from me. DV with the 100-footer. You say you just made that. Keep making, keep producing, man. Really, my only critique on this, same as the last one, is just like I'd like to hear the engineering have more ear candy into it. Like I feel like sometimes the vocals just like fall flat is probably the way I would describe it. They're just there. And I feel like there could be more vocal effects or things added to it to kind of just make it pop out and really resonate and really like show your vocal ability is at the top of where it needs to be. I give this a 9.5. I know Ray is probably like, Dice is bugging, should be a 10. It's a 9.5. It's a good song. It's a great song. Fuck it. It's a 9.5. It's a 10, maybe, on a good day. But most days are good days. So it's like a 9.5 on a damn, I'm tired day. But yeah, DV with the 100-footer. Shout out to him. Y'all search for him on all streaming platforms. DV with the 100-footer. Listen to that man's music. Show him some love. I can't wait to hear some more from you, man. And again, thank you for the tip. That means a lot. Appreciate your support. Welcome back to the community. For all you new people who have been strolling in, this is White Collar Rhymes, community of artists, producers, engineers. We do this show every Wednesday and every Sunday. We just got done doing the Battle of the Bangers tournament. Shout out to Nick Bonin for winning that. We're about to start a Square Up League where we put artists head to head against each other, create a new song every other week. It's full right now, but if there's like people who want to continue to join, check it out in the Discord. Let me know. We can keep adding people to it. Have no problem with that. Yeah, man, you're like close. We need to get you engineered up. We'll figure it out. We need to get in touch. I'm right up the highway. I'm right up 35. Ray, I'm not going to agree with you, only because Zig was in the lounge wilding out last night, and I'm not going to give him props for that. But I agree. I see where you're going with that. I'm just not going to openly admit it. All right. We got a couple more in the subscriber queue, and then I'll jump over and I'll do some stuff in the free queue. Get out of my way. Prince Unknown, welcome back. This is called Pink Moon. Didn't I listen to this Sunday? I swear I listened to this Sunday. I don't mind listening to it again. It was a good song, but this video looks familiar. Yeah. Got it.
Let's take it back to basics, where we never fake it. I'm gon' catch some changes. Where you at, my lady? Teleporting faces, went from the Matrix. Tell me, ain't you nervous? Cause I'm splurging, rearranging. You don't speak my language. If it So I just gotta go big, maybe then you hear me up. Will it ever be the same? My heart grown cold, even more than the day you let me go. But I never run away once I think you gone. Wishing I appreciated all the days you gave me. Let's take it back to basics, where we never fake it. I'm gon' cash some changes. Where you at, my lady? Teleporting phases, whip up in the matrix. Tell me if you nervous, cause I'm splurging, rearranging. You don't speak my language if it ain't basic. Let's just get the base, no need to build up. Give me feelings, I cannot explain. Now I'm dodging your way, steady haunting my brain. Tell me where the escape. You know I'm gon' blow. Ready bleeding for the game. Is the meaning complicated?
Right, that was Prince Unknown. We heard that Sunday. The shit was pretty fire. I forgot what I gave it. I think I gave it like an 8. But yeah, that was dope. And I think the only thing that we really critiqued was just the vocal quality. So answer to the question, normally we do subscribers on Wednesdays, but we had a light subscriber today. So I'm about to jump into the free queue and listen to some stuff there. Got a few people who have tipped that I'm going to get to first, but then I'll listen to stuff that people have put in the free queue if you're here. I'll try to do a name call, give it a couple minutes, see if you're here. If they're not here, we'll save that for the Sunday show. But yeah, normally subscribers tonight, but I'll do some free stuff. But yeah, Prince Unknown. I like that song a lot. I want to hear more stuff from you, man. For the next show, drop something in the queue for Sunday that we can play Sunday that's a different song if you got some stuff. All right, we got some tips that came in. I got Swag Lean. We got Adrian Crunk. Leo, hang out 1 second. Let me do these tips real quick, and then I will get to that one. Make sure I honor these tips. So first we got Swag Lean and Bigger Sean, Outside, and then after that, Adrian Crunk. All right, Swag Lean. Is there any, and if you're new here, please forgive me. Is there any cousin fucking or mom loving in this one? Like, what? You guys have been all over the place with this Money Is Calling album. I got to know, what am I getting myself into? Yeah, it's been a wild ride with Swag Lean and Bigger Sean. Crazy kids, but God, please give me a heads up before I play this shit. Sounds promising so far.
Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. No. I remember back when I never had all my inner walls up. Talking stages past, used to get attached, never had no problems. Shorty from the past, wasn't feeling bad, cheating with my dog, I know early on I cheated on you first, karma did me wrong, try to rebound, forget it all. But every shorty that I've been with ever since then, couldn't trust them, and I knew something did me wrong. I got trust issues, fuck with you, punching through my walls. I've been gone so long. Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. No.
SWAG, tatted underneath, she want me. I whip out cash, I'm flaunting. I wake up in the morning like, what the fuck is going on? I'm with a bitch, I know it's wrong. It's wrong. Hey, I'm about to flow in this bitch. I'm about to go in this bitch. I'm about to go and get rich. I'm about to go do it quick. Bitch, I look fly like the Jetsons. Going through withdrawals like Nesband. Finally outside, feel the rain. Been going through it, feel the pain. Swag on his way up, what they saying. Despite what these people been praying. Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. Outside. Been gone so long that I don't know what's outside. Outside. No,
Okay. Okay. I'm going to take credit for what I said in the last show and really double down on when I said if you guys made more serious music, it would be dope. Because this was dope. This was better than every other song that I've heard from you knuckleheads. Like, if you make more music like this, people will fucking, like, I don't want to say respect. Maybe respect is not the right word, but people will like pay more attention to you because they'll be like, oh, these guys are actually like taking their craft serious. Like, this was a good song, mix aside. So like, second verse was absolutely way louder than the first verse, but I think the way that you approached the beat and you approached the song was on point. It wasn't goofy. It wasn't like silly. It didn't come off as like comical. As G Baby points out, there's no grandma fucking, there's no cousin loving. I mean, if that's your thing, more power to you. But you know, those kind of things are for certain individuals, and not everybody wants to engage in that. But yeah, this is a dope song, man. Real talk. You know, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of just throwing on auto-tune, and maybe in the second verse it could be turned down a little bit more, maybe less retune on it. But I think the approach was definitely solid. And if you guys can lock down the mix and get the mix more polished in this would be absolutely something that you should do more promotion of. Like, that is the song that I would say promote more than any other song on that project. That's the one right there. And I feel like another thing that I wanted to say is that I feel like sometimes listening to people, we get a lot of people, like I said, at different points of their journey on this show. And sometimes I want to point out to people that I feel like that one element that's missing from like people really understanding what they should do and how they should approach their music is not a lot of people have had like actual in-studio experience. And I'm not saying that everybody needs it or everybody needs to go to a studio. It's of course expensive, but like seeing how other people create live and in person, or watching how engineers engineer, watching how like the interaction between an engineer and a producer and an engineer and an artist, like seeing those things live and like understanding the workflow of how other people put together their songs can help you fine tune your workflow. So I feel like that's maybe like one missing element from what I hear from you guys is like, you're just kind of doing songs and having fun. But I think if you lock in on stuff like this, material like this, it'll take you a lot further. So shit, I give this song an 8.5. If the mix wasn't far out of pocket, I would give it a 9.5, but I'll give it an 8.5. Shout out to you guys. I will listen to that one again later because that was dope. All right, Adrian Crunk, Unfortunately Without Drum. Let's see what you got here. Oh man, you left me a lot. Okay, doom metal artist. This is rap adjacent. Okay, got some lyrics there. All right, let's take it a listen. 7 minutes. Oh man. We can do it, chat.
Awash in a sea of respect, I sink down into the depths of global adoration.
Oops, hold on. Let me do this over.
I recoil from a torrent of props. Awash in a sea of respect, I sink down into the depths of global adoration. Weighed down by platinum pockets and female infatuation. It's been hard to get behind in this life. Chafing cause my game is too tight. I stare right into the camera that chronicles my conquest. Across the lands and far away my unwanted mob sits.
Did you play any of the instruments on this, or are you just on the vocals? What all did you do on this?
Heavy is the head that wears the top hat. Tired are the shoulders that bear the wings. All these things I accumulate have cursed me. Adorned and anointed, I scream out for mercy. My people gather and begin to sing. Stilled by the sting of their love, I pray not to be uncovered as they fill up my white skin. Would it all fall apart if they saw the state I'm in?
I am focused.
Suffering from success and cursed with cash, broken by these Benjamins.
How far are we? What are you going to do next here?
Heavy is the head that wears the top hat.
definitely a vibe. Right, that was unfortunately by Adrian Crump. A long one. Pause. 7 minutes, but that's okay. So you say your main issue is the spoken and scream vocals don't transition well. What other issues do you feel like you have with it? And while you say that, I'll tell you the things that I thought while I was listening to it. I think the cymbals are extra loud, and that's part of what adds to your vocals kind of being drowned out in the instrument. I feel like vocally the mix wise the vocals need to be a little bit more present. And I see what you're saying about they don't transition well. It's because you're doing two different things. There's some parts where you're more so just spoken, like you say, and then you're screaming, and there's not really any logic between those transitions. Like there's nothing in the instrumentation that's making you progress from one to the other, I would say. And so when you jump from one to the other, obviously it's going to be a little bit sonically confusing. So either you have to change up your arrangement and how you're playing the instruments, or you have to do them all more so in one style and then do screaming. Maybe like the first half is spoken and the last half is screaming. Maybe screaming is only one particular part because you want to accentuate that. But I definitely agree with that they don't transition well because it's just kind of bouncing from one to the other. But I think the main aspect is that they're hard to hear. They're hard to hear over the cymbals. I think the guitar playing and the drums and everything is fine. Like you did a good job of like really arranging the piece and putting everything together. I think it's just really the mix and then figuring out what is the energy that you want to bring out in the vocals is what's missing here. So I can definitely understand what you're trying to go for, but the performance, you got to, basically draw a line in the sand and say, am I going to step across this line or are we going to stay over here? You kind of jump back and forth a little bit, and it gets a little bit confusing from a listening perspective over, okay, do I focus on all the instruments playing or do I focus on the lyrics? And I think for the most part, I ended up focusing on the music playing. But when I heard you talking, I looked at the lyrics to make sure I didn't forget that there were lyrics going on because it was just hard to hear them. So I would say, mix wise, bring the vocals out more first. Listen to it yourself, like lock in and just kind of listen to it and decide like, okay, what do I want to do with the vocals here? And I think it'll come to you better when you can actually hear what the vocals are doing in comparison to the instruments rather than just kind of like fidgeting with it and trying to make changes before you actually hear yourself. So I'd say that would be my first approach. But yeah, as far as everything else, solid. I would give this piece a tilted head 7, because like I said, outside of like the vocal performance, I like everything else. It definitely is a long piece, so that would be the other thing I would caution you on from a listening perspective is like figure out your audience as well. I don't know that there's too many 7-minute audiences, but at the same time with this kind of music, that's probably more so the style is like people just turning this on and spacing out, zoning out. So yeah, I don't have any problem with the duration, given that it's, a different group than, what our listeners in this community typically listen to. But we got a lot of rock heads here too, so people probably understand that. But I think you get what I'm saying. So yeah, tilted head 7. Yeah, people don't mind the length. Once you know what kind of style of music is, you kind of like mentally adjust for it. Like, okay, I don't hear hip hop. I shouldn't be expecting like a 2 to 3 minute song. Easy said. But yeah, tilted head 7 is where I'm at because vocally it's confusing, but played instruments, dope. All right, where was I? Boom, boom. That was a tip. I didn't see any more tips come in. Let me check this device. Nope, we're good. All right. We had one more in the sub queue, which was Leo. We'll listen to Leo. And then those of you that are hanging out in the free queue, we'll take a listen. All right, this is U2 work in progress. Where's the play button? Oh, there we go. Shout out to everybody hanging out in the chat. Young Forever, I got you. My bad. Okay, I think I got it. I don't think the kick is too loud. I don't think you need to really change a lot on this. I think that what you have here works. Maybe what you're trying to do is figure out some sort of counter melody or, you know, change up in the second half of the range with that would make it stand out. But just from a listening perspective of what I hear, I don't think it's really too far away from people just like jumping on this and, you know, just adding vocals to it. I think it's pretty solid. Maybe that low synth is a little bit loud, but overall, I like the ethereal sounds. I mean, I like how the mix sounds and everything. I don't think it's really. I would say this, you know, maybe there's some like small little stabs or one shots you can put here and there to kind of like, you know, keep things interesting, but I wouldn't tinker with this too much because then it'll be excessive, right? You already have a lot of good sounds. It already sounds pretty well blended together. And if you start toying with it too much, it's just going to get out of pocket. So, you know, maybe check for some one shots or some stabs that you can throw in here and there to kind of like, you know, make it a little bit more variety and fresh, like, you know, every 30, 40 seconds or something like that. But I wouldn't tweak anything else about it. I like it where it's at. I think this is a 8.5 beat to me. I think it's fine where it's at. I wouldn't suggest messing up the water because I feel like sometimes producers go overkill thinking that they need to add more elements or take something out, and then you kind of just like ruin the essence. I think this is fine. I think so, you know, I think once there's vocals on top of it, then it's just kind of what I've been saying on some of the other songs. It's just a mix thing, right? Make sure the vocals are present on it and the vocals will shine on top of it. I don't think you need to do anything different other than once you hear, if you're working with the artist directly, once you hear the vocals, like make sure that the levels are balanced out where the vocals stand out over the sounds. and it should be fine. I don't think that this is going to outshine the vocals in any way, shape, or form unless it's just not mixed correctly. I give this an 8.5. Yeah. Young Forever. My bad. I didn't have the YouTube feed up. I thought I saw something come in, but I thought I was mistaken. But I got you. All right, hold on. Got a tip from Young Forever. Did that one last week. Where is this new one? I know I saw. There it is. All right, Man Down. All right, shout out Young Forever. He's been dropping off some dope shit lately. See what you got this time. All right, we're in the free queue now, though. So anybody out there will be listening.
I got pain running through my veins. Roll this weed, try to burn it away. When my heart broke, don't listen to a thing I say. Yeah. I'm frustrated, get my all I want pan out. People I love hate me. Take another shot to the chest, another man down. Almost 27, yeah, I'm close to heaven if I join that club. Hope I see Leilani and I go out with a bang. Tired of dealing with the same things. Really struggling just to maintain. Life I picture too big for the frame. Wanna find love, insecurities thrown in my face. I got pain running through my veins. Roll this weed, trying to burn it away. When my heart broke, don't listen to a thing I say, yeah. I'm frustrated, get my all I want pan out. People I love hate me. Take another shot to the chest, another man down. One day it's gotta give. I'll find my purpose to live. I miss those days when I was a kid. Yeah, those memories truly a gift. Burn those bridges, now they can't be fixed. Mentality, fuck it, cause life is a bitch. I'm feeling lost, no direction to pick. Hard to fake smiles, I'm mentally sick. Damn. So much going on inside my head. Tears getting heavy, they're made out of lead. Cope with these hoes laying in my bed. This shit is so empty, like when will it end? Pay attention to where energy spent. Got no one to talk to but God when I vent. Search for a reason to live, cause inside I feel like I'm already dead. I got pain running through my veins. Roll this weed, trying to burn it away. When my heart broke, don't listen to a thing I say, yeah. I'm frustrated, get my all I want pan out. People I love hate me. Take another shot to the chest, another man down.
Hey. All right, that was Young Forever with Man Down. I like the bluegrassy, sing-songy melody that you have here. Nah, we don't need no cheap viewers. Hold on, get the fuck out of here. Banned. All right. Yeah, agree, Ray. I feel like I love the vibe and the intention. The mix is a little bit muddy and muffled, and you could use a little bit of a de-esser. So it just needs more clarity in the mix. But I think you got the layering down packed. I think you got the emotion on point. I wouldn't say it's necessarily my favorite song that I've heard from you, but that doesn't make it a bad song. It's one of those songs where it's like it resonates with the people who kind of like they'll hear the hook, they'll hear the lyrics, and they vibe with it. So consistent is what I would kind of classify that. Like even when I talk about from a production standpoint, like Kenny and Noir, they'll have beats where I'm like, yo, this is cool. It's not really hitting for me, but I can definitely see people like vibing with it. Same thing with artists. Like different artists have different songs that resonate with different people. And I think this is like one of those songs that you can put it in between some of your better songs and people will let it play through without skipping it. But yeah, definitely a little bit muddy in the mix. So it just needs more clarity. I think we talked about that maybe like a few weeks ago where you said you were trying to find an engineer that kind of work with a little bit better. But yeah, definitely a little bit muffled and definitely could use a little bit of a de-esser. Just be careful on the de-esser so that you don't overpower it and then you'll sound like you have a lisp. But Okay, yeah, it didn't have the same software. That makes sense then. Yeah, because I wanted to say I think some of the last thing that we heard from you on Sunday, it sounded a lot clearer. But I still give this I give it a 7. You know, it's a decent song. You know, and for it being older, I think it still does its trick. Shout out Young Forever. All right. What do we have left? VVS Brown. I see you out there, man. See you out there. Hold tight. We got a few things in the queue. All right. Boof. Is Boof out there? Johnny Legente, Calico, Mista, Tree. Heard a few from Josh. Casanova West Side. There's Angel. I know Angel is here. Got Angel, Amiss, that's Abdul, AB Duel. Rob 30, Flyboy. See Flyboy out there. Big O. VVS, which one are you? Oh, never mind. Duh. Big O. VVS Brown. All right. Any of the names that I called, if you are in the chat, speak now, other than Angel and VVS. Otherwise, I'm going to play their songs and then see if there's anybody else here. While I'm doing that, I don't know if I finished mentioning, but yeah, we're having a league, a song versus song league. So basically, after we did Battle of the Bangers, which was a song versus song competition, a lot of people seemed hungry, couldn't get their greedy little hands on more. I see you, G baby. So decided to do a song versus song league. Basically, every other week you'll be matched up with somebody. Oh my God. You'll have a topic to choose from. There'll be 3 topics. Choose that. Make a song that's better than your opponent. People come in, they vote on it. Every 3 weeks, we're going to do a change up and do a beat. So you'll be given 3 beats to choose from, and you have to make a song on the beat that's provided to you. The idea is to kind of like see who's the best artist in the Discord. So going to have a lot of people competing. We got the winner from the Battle of the Bangers, Nick Bonin. He signed up. Basically everybody from the Battle of the Bangers, minus like the no-shows, and I think a couple of people have signed up for this. Got a few new faces in it as well. So it's really just the exercise of sharpen your pen. You know, no prizes put up quite yet. Maybe we'll see as the league progresses if we want to put something up for a prize, but right now it's just bragging rights. So what's going to happen is as you get wins, we'll keep track of your wins. Whoever has the most wins at the end of the season is going to be, it's 6 rounds, but it'll be 12 weeks. Most wins is the king. If there's 2 people with the same amount of wins, we'll do most number of votes. So if you had a match that was 6 votes versus your opponent's 4, those 6 will be points tallied up in your league. So it should be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. Excited to see the music output that comes from it. My original idea was to take the rankings at the end of this league and then use that to feed into our next actual tournament. So who knows? Maybe like we'll see the next tournament based on the league output here. But we'll see. It's something new. But just throwing that out there that it's coming up. We do have, I think, 32 people signed up. But if more people want to be involved, I can certainly increase that, since it's not an elimination tournament. It's just a league, winners versus winners, losers versus losers. So all you people out there listening, if you do want to compete, let me know. If not, if you want to spectate, that's cool as well. All the matches will be posted and available for people to listen to and vote. The only qualification that we have on vote, which may kind of be a drawback to some of the newer members who joined today, is just due to some of the bickering and bantering we had in the Battle of the Bangers. We're just asking that the voters have been on the Discord for at least 3 months. But hey, you can certainly still chime in and give your input. I'm sure all the artists would appreciate that. Air horn, that's right. All right, I've done enough stalling for time. I didn't see anybody else chime in, so we're going to play Angel, and then we're going to play VVS. Pick a random song from the EP. Oh, okay. Don't put that pressure on me. Put that mojo. Tension. All right, dark pop, tension pop. All right, Angel, let's see what we got. What up, Chrono Flow? That's funky. This just came out a couple days ago. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to skip through the rest of these because it's just a short EP.
Attention, all consumers
Oh
with
my God,
10,000.
time's up. I need to renew that. Angel, I like your music. I'm gonna go back and listen to the rest of the EP later, and just kind of get a sense for it. But I like this a lot. I think the one thing that's lacking on this is just the mix. Like it's super reverbed out. I'm just gonna guess based on all the interactions that we have with a lot of artists here. I'm gonna guess that maybe you recorded this on BandLab and this is just like a preset, and it just kind of gives you the ideal effect that you're going for, but it's not necessarily the mix that you need. Because I would say that I don't mind that egregious amount of reverb, but I would say that there needs to be a lead that's dropped on top of it that has a little bit more clarity so that you don't just sound like you're, in an ice chamber screaming Superman come save me and hoping that the sound waves bounce off the cave walls and like he hears it. But yeah, I like the vibe of it. I like the tone of everything. I think you have a good presence with your vocal, good control of your vocal as far as singing. It's just missing like maybe some layers and, like I said, some clarity. So like it just needs a better mix is what I think. But from that song that I heard, I like it a lot. Like it caught my attention. I'll give it a 9. I think it was good. Like you have a good presence. I think that you have a quality singing voice, singing sound. I think it just needs a better mix, but I give it a 9. I definitely want to listen to the rest of these to kind of see how it all flows together. So yeah, dope. Give you flowers.
Give me flowers.
I'm gonna keep that open so I can listen to it later. But that was fire. I got some good music tonight. Man, I came in this thinking it's gonna be like an hour-long show. I'm gonna have to just sit on here and bullshit. And you guys have pulled a rabbit out of the hat. Shout out to the community. All right, who we got next? VVS Brown, ETA. This man has been on my ass. He's like, yo, I know you see me, homeboy. Play my shit. But it's all good. I respect it. I respect somebody who is like, fuck with me. Got a music video too. Even better. All right, here's VVS Brown. Yeah, shout out to you, DB Honda.
Bitch, I'm changing up my scenery. Smoking out the B&B. I'm asking what you seeing me. Asking with the ETA. I think she fit, she watch my play. Can't bring no bitch back to my place. I know you pussy throwing shame. I roll you up, smoke to the face. Forget my day, stay up real late. Walking the style, they know my name. How much I'm gon' cop today? How much I'm gon' drink today? How much I'm gon' smoke today? We pouring rollin', smoking Ace. Bitch get back, she got hella cake. Bitch got grip, I think she skate. I shut my crack, I pull up late. That's my UKO, like what a bank. Gon' turn me up, go up my rate. Double up my cup, mate. She gon' roll me up a blunt, mate. Smoke wherever I stay. Going 80 on the I state. Yeah, 80 on the I state. Bitch, I ride on the highway. Rolling on the gas, I can catch you on the highway. Going expensive places, bitch, I'm changing up my scenery. Smoking out the B&B, I'm asking what you seeing me. Asking with the ETA, I think she fit, she watch my play. Can't bring no bitch back to my place. I know you pussy throwing shame. I roll you up, smoke to the face. Forget my day, stay up real late. Walking the style, they know my name. How much I'm gon' cop today? How much I'm gon' drink today? How much I'm gon' smoke today?
All right, that was VVS Brown with ETA. I like your charisma, but I think the vocals could use some tweaking. It sounds super compressed and super like zippered, and I think that it sounds like they compressed the auto-tune. It sounds like there's something that's in a little bit of excess. I don't even think you need the auto-tune. I don't know. We have this debate a lot on the show. I mean, I know that's like a stylistic choice that some people prefer. Like they think it sounds vibey and it you know, that's what they go for. I don't think you need it on this. But the vocals do sound super zippered. Maybe they're like over compressed to a certain degree. I don't mind anything else about it. It's just the quality of the vocals is what's kind of throwing me off a little bit because it sounds super thin in the ears. And I feel like if it was a little bit more smoothened out with that beat, it would be more of a head nod. I'm not mad at it though. Cool video too. Chat, what do y'all think? What ratings y'all got in the chat? Help me out, because I have a couple numbers in my head, but I don't want to be too critical, and I don't want to be too lenient. DV's got an 8. G baby, what do you got? Chrono, what do you got? Ray 6.5. Okay. I that's fair. Because I'm in between those. I'm at like a 7, right? Because I don't mind the song itself. It's just the quality of the vocals. That was what was throwing me off. It just sounded super over compressed. But I still think you did your thing. I'm not mad at it. And the reason that I'm not mad at it, even though it's not my style of music, I feel like there's a lot of people who would they would listen to this and they would like it a lot. Like there's definitely a good clique of people in our Discord. This is their style of music. Okay. Did you mix it yourself? That might make more sense if you don't, have a level of comfort with engineering. I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense, DV. Yeah, 8 with the video, 7 without. Yeah, because I'm at a 7 I try, like, whenever people have a video, I like videos, but at the same time, I try to just listen to the song, because I think some people have showed up here with like super dope videos and bad songs, and everybody's so impressed with the video. They're like, "Oh man, that's a great video." I'm like, I don't like the song though. So I try to just focus on the song, because at the end of the day, you know, if you do get played on streaming platforms or on the radio, you know, if people are in a listening setting and not a watching setting, it's the song that really needs to resonate. Having a dope video is great, don't get me wrong, but the song still needs to do its thing. Okay. Yeah, I would just say on this one, man, it's just the mix just sounds super thin. Maybe something that could add a little bit more body. Maybe it's just as simple as like boosting the low range EQ to give it a little bit more body. Maybe the effects aren't that bad. Maybe it's just missing some low end, but something makes it sound a super zippery, but it's still an okay song. I give it a 7. All right. I think that's it. Unless there's somebody, is there anybody who's in the chat right now who posted in the free queue tonight who didn't get your song played? Let me know. We're just chilling tonight. So I'm breaking all the rules and regulations that we would normally have in place, but that's okay. Nah, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining our Discord. Like I said, we do this every Wednesday. Normally Wednesdays we do subscribers. Sundays we do the free queue. We used to do everything. We're kind of like debating on switching up the format. We're just trying to find like a format that works where we can accommodate everybody, because we used to do subscribers and the free stuff on Wednesday nights, but then subscribers would take 2 hours. Like normally right now we would be finishing the subscribers and then we would be starting the free queue like 2 hours in. And so then we end up with like 5-6 hour shows, and we're like, well, what if we do one on Sunday, one on Wednesday? So we've been trying to like split it up this month, but I don't know whether it's spring break or, you know, people are in the middle of projects or whatever, but you know, just different things going on. VBS, man, yeah. Shout out to you. Appreciate you subbing. Yeah, we do this every Wednesday. We'll be on Sunday. Seems like I got everybody that is present, so I'll save some stuff for Sunday that we'll get to. But I'm definitely gonna check out DV. If you're putting out some more stuff, man, I'll check out some more stuff this week. Check out some DV, VVS. I'll check out some more from you. I'm gonna listen to the rest of Angel's project. Chrono, I know you're working on stuff. You send me stuff. But yeah, we got a popping community. Like I said, the lounge is pretty much active 22 hours out of the day. The producer channels are always active. Artist channels are always active. So yeah, we got an active community, and I will toot our own horn and I'll say we got one of the best music communities on Discord. So, you know, if there's something that you're looking for, whether it's a producer, whether it's an artist, whether it's a singer, whether it's an engineer, I guarantee you'll find it on our Discord. And I'll guarantee that you'll probably find somebody quality too. It's not just some half-ass shit that we have. So definitely fuck with us. Think that's it for tonight though. But don't fret. I got a plan. So I'm going to raid Big Sexy Dez. And normally people drop off when we raid, but today is Big Sexy Dez's birthday. So if y'all could do me a favor and at least hang on long enough to tell Big Sexy Dez happy birthday, I would greatly appreciate it. Just show her some love. She's doing her thing out in Hollywood, California. She's a artist herself. So I think she's doing some music feedback as well. So VVS Brown, if you want some, I know Dez would love your song. If you play that song for Dez, she'll dance to it. She'll love it. But yeah, if y'all hang out, tell Dez happy birthday. Tell her White Collar Rhymes loves her. I would appreciate it. Again, we'll be back Sunday doing our thing again. If y'all need something, hit us up on the Discord. Hit me up. Let me know what's going on. But appreciate everybody dropping off music. Again, thank you again for DV, the 100 footer with the big tip. I'm getting out of here. Tell Dez what's up, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Adios.